Poor geology Dave.
Hey, he deserves it. He deserves a lot of it.
I genuinely can't tell if we're friends or not.
He drove all the way here.
Dave, did nobody tell you to drive? Did nobody tell you to do all that, Dave?
There's so much more coming.
You should look scared.
What is happening at this school?
Well, this nightmare's almost over. Oh, what's happening?
Show's over. Grab the day by the horns.
How do you think Jack would handle teaching classes through Zoom?
I think it would be the exact same thing. It would just be like, all right, we have this Zoom room or whatever that we have to fill this time. So everybody get in the room. And I mean, as long as it's not being recorded, it's like, I don't even know how the school documents, like whether the teacher is actually doing his job. Maybe the principal can pop in every once in a while and check to see that things are happening. It's entirely possible that there would just be sort of a Jack cardboard cutout.
Feel free to leave my class at any time for any reason.
Oh, through Zoom? Oh my God, she'd always be putting on her shirt as she's starting. Like she'd never probably be able to time it right. So she'd either be sitting in her bra and her jewelry and be doing it, or there would probably be 10 dogs, like my real life, 10 dogs around her. I have 5, but they'd all be coming in and out, and she'd be medicating a cat, and that's how she would definitely be Zooming at home. And there'd be some random children that aren't hers, but she's taking them in. If you pass gas when you're leaving a room, it's called a toodaloo.
I think Steph Duncan would be good, but Steph would be breastfeeding on camera. Steph would be those kids they're getting a dose of reality. So it would happen, but Steph's life would be happening simultaneously around them, and she would have no qualms about that at all. So
I feel like Mary would be eating constantly, like not really caring that she's teaching, and then from time to time just a scaggy man coming out of her bedroom
once in a while.
Fling the paint, Mary. Fling it.
Now you're all lying.
What's been the best thing about getting AP Bio renewed as a streaming series?
I mean, the thing is, like, the show, I always loved the sense of humor and the comedy of the show. I felt like it actually worked well on NBC, simply because on network, because it was a show that was so filled with wholesome characters, with the possible exception of my character.
You're a bad person.
The show reads along with its characters, and to your point, it really does not seem to. There's maybe a couple words that I noticed that would not be on NBC.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's the same cloth.
Yeah, and you almost have the characters almost acknowledging it. Like, I mean, I think there's some scenes this year where the students are actually like, "Oh, can we curse now?
Can we swear now?"
I think so.
Holy shit.
It was so fun. We were really celebrating when we found out the news, because we are selfishly just wanting to spend time with each other and get to goof around and crack each other up.
I don't know about for you gals, but I think the first day on set coming back, we were all like, this was once taken away from us. Now we shall enjoy this to the maximum. We were so happy and so spirited that even like the minor inconveniences of filming or whatever really went out the window, because we were so excited and grateful to be back.
It almost felt like Christmas in January. Where I was like, it was just so fun to be back together again. And I feel like it almost reignited like that kind of second wind of like, we get to reinvigorate these characters and these relationships. And it just felt so good to be back on set together. It was really awesome. And just to get to clown a little bit harder now that it is on streaming in a way that we may not have been able to do before. So that was a lot of fun.
Being on network, there's a lot of pressure. There's more, the stakes seem higher, and there's a lot more freedom, and we could do takes longer and improvise more, which we all love to do. So, and it's the swearing, there's more swearing, so.
My sex ed condoms came. Oh, and looks like I ordered enough to get the free dildo. Have a nice day.
Stop having those delivered to school.
How could an AP Bio day be anything without Helen, who is one of the hearts and souls of Whitlock High?
She's every Midwestern relative I ever had. I mean, I just really, really love Helen so much. It's always sad when I end a season and no, I can't be Helen for a little while. My hair gets a little break from the excessive curling and spraying, but I do love her heart.
You might be the worst person I've ever met.
I feel like this season, especially, there's quite a feeling of it being a fevered dream. You know, there's so much of a school that has so much suppressed emotion in it, and the students have suppressed emotion. The teachers are in their heads. They're all living what they just came into work with, and now obviously schools will have even more of a fevered dream feeling, but it does feel like there's so many stories brewing that when you watch it all together, it's kind of like almost feels like one insane day.
Oh, it's gonna make you sick, but it's worth it.
Now, something I've always been curious about, the apple gag. Where did the apple gag come from?
I mean, that was in the original pilot.
You just hit me with an apple.
Yeah.
It was just, I don't know. You should ask Mike O'Brien that, actually. I don't think I've ever asked him specifically where that came from. I think, look, I mean, he's a pretty brilliant screenwriter because he took essentially what is a teacher trope, right? A teacher with that perfect, red apple, and in a very quick way, non-dialogue action way, sort of showed the difference between Jack Griffin and most teachers, just simply by having him throw it at the trash can without looking and constantly miss. I mean, it's just a nice, and then I don't think he ever expected that it was going to be a runner. That it was going to be something that kind of kept going. And that also, and me telling the kids to shut up when I come in.
All right, everyone shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut your mouths. Shut up. Shut your mouths. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Go ahead and start to shut up now.
Steph, Mary, and Michelle already started with this amazing chemistry, and it just built over the 3 seasons to the beautiful point that it gets to in season 3. What do you feel has been the most substantial change to that chemistry through the process?
To me, I feel like more so than a change, it was more like we've been marinating longer. So the same vibe is there, but now we're just a little bit more saturated in who we are. So the way that we engage with each other, the mischief that we get in, the games that we start to play are more like games that we all knew as kids, as opposed to brand new games that you're learning.
I am not yelling. Ralph, am I yelling?
Ralph, would you call this yelling?
Would you consider this a yell? Because I think this is a very low
Ralph,
decibel.
when someone yells, do you
okay,
know
I don't even yell, Ralph.
Do you have any tricks for not breaking? Because it looks so hard. And I can only count one time that it looked like you guys broke, and it was the prank call scene in season 3.
Mm-hmm. Wow, then you must be good actors, you guys, because I know that I don't think that we hid breaking at all. And in fact, we had to do a lot of the ADR lines because of COVID's America. We had to do a lot of the ADR lines at home. And I would look at some of the takes and be like, was it that funny? My God, laughing through takes and ruining scenes because we're laughing so hard. So sorry, Leah, I think I cut you off.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, we definitely were laughing and clowning through some takes, but a small trick that I have is it probably looks real awkward, but I would just look at the corners of one's mouth and face. And that because if I give Mary or Jean direct eye contact, especially Jean, this one, will give you this most serious, be dead serious, knowing she's cutting up. And I just I have to it's almost like I have to out of focus Jean in order to get through the scene. Cause I'm if I give her direct eye contact, it's over. And Mike and them on the other side of the camera look, we told y'all to have fun with it, but come on.
Don't let kids determine your self-worth.
Yeah, let us do that.
These ladies are so funny that there's no way. And I used to think of death, horrible, the worst, saddest thing I could. And that doesn't work. So when you're somebody died and still laughing, it's these guys are so funny. They make death funny. No, it's terrible. Wow. But I have no solution. They're so funny.
Don't call it a comeback.